Subscribe to Inspire to Rise for awesome tech videos and more.
Hello folks, this is Aitanaja from InspireToRise.com and today we are going to unbox and review the ASUS VivoBook S. So guys, we used the ASUS VivoBook for a long time. I played a lot of games on this one, edited a few videos on Premiere Pro. I have to tell you a few things about it. So the Intel 8th generation core processor works good, but because of the fact that this laptop has a very small and compact form factor, what happens is that most of the times when you're pushing this laptop all the way through, the fan becomes audible and the noise that it generates is quite substantial. The earlier ASUS ZenBook review that I did, a lot of people asked me in the comment section that their laptops make a lot of whiny noise. So that also happens because of the SSD model being used in your laptop. So if you're facing any of those issues, be sure to change the SSD present inside your laptop. Most of the times it's not because of the fan, it's because of a whiny SSD that your laptop is making those sounds. The ASUS VivoBook S is just around 1.7 kilograms and 17.9 millimeter thin. It's almost as thin as an Ultrabook, though not as thin as something like the ASUS ZenBook 3. It comes with a 15.6-inch Full HD display, 178-degree wide viewing angle, and if I talk about the bezels on the side, they are very minimal bezels, so it kind of makes for a more immersive display experience. It has got an 80% screen to body ratio, and if I talk about the display quality in general, the brightness is good, contrast is really excellent, it's great for watching a lot of videos, movies and playing games. Under the hood, it comes with an Intel Core i7 processor, 8th generation, 16GB of DDR4, 2133 MHz RAM, NVIDIA GeForce MX150 graphics, and is quite a smooth experience overall. And it also comes with ultra-fast dual-band 812.11 AC Wi-Fi, so you can get maximum speeds of up to 867 Mbps, megabit per second, not megabytes. So that's almost 6 times faster than your normal Wi-Fi standards. So if I talk about overall performance and also wireless performance, is quite good. Let's talk about the storage of this laptop. So it's not an all SSD based laptop. It has a 128GB SSD and 1TB hard disk. So what happens is that if you have loaded your games inside the hard disk, so games like Counter-Strike etc. would give you certain noticeable drops in FPS while playing. So for example, if you are getting a high of around 150 FPS, it would suddenly jump down to 90 FPS while playing games, and these sort of stutters would be occasionally visible while playing almost any game, while playing PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, while playing Counter-Strike Global Offensive, while playing games like Grand Theft Auto 5. Almost everything that I played on this one had this sort of issue. It has a USB 3.1 port with reversible USB Type-C connector and 5x faster data speeds than your normal one, 2 USB 2.0 ports, 1 HDMI port, 1 SD card slot, and 1 USB Type-A 3.1 port. The keyboard on this laptop is backlit with a key travel distance of 1.4mm. My typing experience on this laptop was average, not that great. So I did some work on this one, edited few articles on the website on this laptop, and in general it's not the best typing experience out there, especially in a compact laptop like this one. It has a built-in fingerprint sensor in the touchpad which allows you one-touch access for Windows Hello. But I think that the placement for the fingerprint sensor should always be away from the touchpad. What happens normally is that if you have a fingerprint sensor in the touchpad, you are used to that whole area being used for your scrolling and other functions. But the fingerprint sensor seems like a unnecessary obtrusion in the area for the touchpads. So I think that there is a design update that needs to be made. A lot of other manufacturers like Lenovo etc. have the fingerprint sensor on the right hand side of the laptop away from the touchpad, and that's the sort of design language that I want ASUS also to follow. Let's talk about the audio quality and speaker output on this laptop. I used it while playing games, for listening to music. It comes with ASUS Sonic Master, but the maximum output of this laptop is not that high. So we tested it using scientific equipment like we always do at Inspire to Rise. No video is without scientific backing and claims. Every video comes with a lot of scientific research, hours spent in the lab, lot of sweat, and what I found was that the maximum output was just around 91 decibels. 83 to 91 to 92 decibels was the maximum output for this laptop, and I guess a lot of modern day smartphones are more louder than this, so audio quality is not the best point for this laptop. The battery for this laptop supports fast charging up to 60% charge in just 49 minutes. But if I talk about the battery life in general, not the greatest point for this laptop. The battery life is okay if you have set the power profile to balanced or power saver. But if you are a power user like me, and if you install external software like Process Lasso or go to Windows Mobility Center to make the power profile at high performance despite the fact that it's not available in power options, and you just force your way through to the high performance mode, then you will find that the battery life does not last long. By default, they force you to the balanced power profile mode, and I think that it's the best power profile mode for having a good battery life. But if you think about all of the things, if you think about the fact that it has a moving hard disk, 1TB hard disk, which consumes a lot of power, battery life is okay at around 3 to 4 hours. Other than that, I think that the fan sound is noticeable while video editing, while doing heavy gaming or heavy tasks, while watching 4K video, but all of the other times it's quite silent. So guys, the ASUS VivoBook comes at a price of 60,000 rupees, 59,990, and for such a price I believe that this laptop packs a lot of features, has got a good build quality. You get good amount of storage, 1TB hard disk, 128GB SSD, quite good. And if I talk about overall general performance, it's good. Build quality is good, as I told you earlier. The keyboard is a little bit squishy. The keyboard quality is not as good as something like a MacBook or Apple device or a lot of other devices by laptop manufacturers like Lenovo. But still it was acceptable to some degree. The touchpad is good. There is also additional fingerprint authentication option, and if you talk about the expandable options, you can expand up to 16GB of RAM. That's also something good. So if I talk about the whole package at a price of 60,000 rupees, it does pack a lot of features, and I guess in this price range it's one of the best spec laptop. So till the time there's no other better laptop in this price range by other players like Lenovo, Dell, etc., I think this is the one which you can go for. So guys, this was it for this video. In case you like this one, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. Just go bananas on the thumbs up button. And guys, no matter what you do, stay inspired to rise.